You know how a toy company shows that they care? They add the figure with the vehicle that you want so you don't have to buy them separately. Thank you. Hey toy fans, I'm here with another review. Now this one I passed it up a couple times and I finally said, you know what, I got enough money, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Coming in at 30 bones, I had to pick this one up. And you know, honestly, so far from looking at it, I'm super glad that I decided to do it. Because there's one thing that I've been wanting to do with my collection, and that is to have, with one character, it's his specific vehicle ongoing. And what I was able to pick up from Spin Master and DC was the brand new The Batman Batmobile with a Batman action figure included. Spin Master, thank you for putting him with this. It makes it so much easier. I love it. And you know, the fact that it's pretty low file packaging, so we can kind of check it out, see what it is. The detail in this is actually pretty nice. Might want to go in one day and do like some little paint applications in there, but I'm liking this one so far. So before we get in that review, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications, like this video, and leave a comment down below. I like talking back to you all. And what do you say? Let's get into it. This is, of course, the Batman Batmobile. And I mean, packaging wise, this thing is beautifully, I think beautifully done. I love having the Batmobile actually on the outside. I like seeing the Batman action figure here and getting to actually articulate some of the joints just to see what all he does is amazing. It's got a nice trimmy feature over here along with some lights and sounds, which I dig. I like this corner piece up here, of course, the DC logo up at the top. If I can get it, there we go. And I mean, it just looks beautiful. And I feel like it accompanies the film really well with the kind of red rain in the back, the red down here, the bottom of the packaging, and then of course, at the very end of it, the Batman Batmobile. Of course, made by Spin Master. This so far, I think is firing on all cylinders. If this is the one thing I'm going to get from the Batman line of toys, I think this is the one I'm going to get. Now it does boast it has 15 sound effects and lights, so let's try it. Okay, nice. I dig that. Oh, it sounds like a good muscle car. So far, I'm only hearing a few. Now, I know that... Okay. So far, it sounds like the same ones, though it might have like a try me thing that needs to change. Oh, there's some more right there. Very cool. Now, one thing I'm noticing is there's a light up here. There's actually lights in the very front of the car here, and on the back, a brake light that actually shows up. So, whenever we're playing with this, we'll check those things out. Let's look at the back. Now on the back we get, of course, a computer rendered picture of the vehicle, the toy with the action figure up here, but it is computer rendered. It's not an actual thing. We get some lights and real engine sound things here, talking about the lights, the light up flame effects, if it lights up. You know, I haven't seen it light up yet, but I might be wrong. Again, checking to see if there's a try me feature on it. And then we see that if you press it forward, there it looks like there's sound that comes out of that, and it has opening doors. So far this looks like it's probably going to be one of those definitive Batmobiles that we all kind of want to get. Let's go back to the front. Alright, so this is the packaging on this thing, and honestly, we got a lot that it's telling us right now from the vehicle, but we really want to get this out and get to playing. Wow, holy cow, already out of the packaging. This thing is beautiful, and kind of what I said about, you know, the idea that maybe it was in a try me mode is actually the case. So you have to take the whole thing out from the bottom of the box, and it's got these pins that kind of lock it in, but you end up with this really nice rendered instruction book. And one of the things it says is that on the bottom of your car, you have what's try me, off, and on. Listen up, puppy purr. So looking at this, we've got, you know, lights up the front. We've got a light in the back. And I wonder if, oh my God, it's hard to see, but this thing lights up. I dig it. This is probably like, I have the tumbler from Mattel from back when Batman Begins came out, and I love that one, but this is another one that I think I'm just completely blown away by. This one is so cool so far. Now, before we get too far into the Batmobile, which I think is our main show, let's look at the Batman. Now, this is a standard Batman from the Spin Master series. So you've got a ball hinged shoulder, ball hinged elbows, no wrist articulation, just keep in mind, no body crunch or anything. You do have the ball jointed head. It is hindered a little bit by his chin. You do have it's actually a ball socket hip, but then you've got a thigh cut up here. You do have a ball hinged knee, and that allows for the boots to swivel. Nothing on the ankles. And I mean, all in all, it's a pretty solid figure. I like it. It's interesting. My camera's not picking up quite the way I'd want, but it's got a lot of gray with some shiny black in there. For the most part, he's fairly kind of glossy. Reminds me a little bit of the Batman Begins Batman, but he's got a lot of tactical stuff to him, which is really cool. The Dark Keeper, I think this is like a batarang thing. He can throw some armor on there. All sorts of tools and cool things. Now, the one area of complaint that I have is actually his cape. His cape feels like the type of material that you use for a ribbon, which I'm okay with. I'm not the biggest fan of this. This tends to crease a lot. But one of the things I noticed is that there's a weird cut on my cape where it doesn't go all the way under his cowl, and it's kind of looped in there. And I'm just more afraid that this thing's gonna break over time. So for me, you know, I'm gonna keep him in the best shape I can, but I have a feeling, you know, with me playing around, that's gonna end up getting torn or become a problem. Let's take a look at the inside of this car. Of course, you've got a steering wheel here. You've got, you know, the seats, bucket seats that are kind of set in. You've got a back computer over here, which is pretty nice. A shifter and everything. So, I mean, it looks really good. And Batman fits in there pretty nice. Just kind of get some work to get his hands on the steering wheel. Door closes, and it looks great. And yes, both doors do open and close. Just came out, and I gotta tell you, it's a wonderful piece. It's a beautiful piece, and I really do feel like it's a must-have for any Batman enthusiast. If you're gonna get one, this to me is, in my opinion, the one to get. I'm not big on the Batman series from Spin Masters, though I do have another figure that I do need to review. But I have found that ever since I saw this on toy shelves, I have been attracted to it. And I've really kind of wanted to see the Batman and see what it's like and really get to enjoy it, because I usually do enjoy the Batman movies. Now, this one is currently available out there in stores, and I've seen it predominantly at Target, though I haven't seen any fall in my Walmart area, though I'm not taking it out that it would probably be on those store shelves as well. I will say that this will run you back $30, but keep in mind it is a vehicle with really good electronics to it, lots of flashing lights and fun things, 2 opening doors, and a Batman figure with a detailed inside, which I can tell you, it's really nice on this scale, because the Batman is about a 3 3/4 inch to 4 inch figure, so it'll fit nicely with other figures that I have close to that range. Now, this vehicle is still out there on toy shelves. It just recently came out, so if you're going looking for it, good luck with the toy hunt. This episode of Tay Ray was sponsored by Marvin Dog Media. To learn more about Marvin Dog Media, visit www.marvindogmedia.com. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below to let YouTube know that you like what I'm making. And be sure to hit that bell notification so you get updates to future content.